Well, I've arrived at my uncle's very old farm. His family moved here in 1915. There was already a house built here, this house. They expanded it quite a bit, added a indoor bathroom, which was a big deal at the time. But I have a lot of land here I could look at. I could spend weeks here, but for now I'm going to spend the morning. I forgot to charge my good GoPro, so I am using my old GoPro, so sorry if the video is not as good as some recent ones. Okay, see you soon. Well, we have our first signal here on 19 to 24. Alright. Oh, what have we here? Looks like a big ol' hose fitting, I would say. Some kind of... Haven't seen anything quite like that before. Looks like it was crimped down by hand. Cool. I'll put it in the pouch. Okay. Right here next to this bush, we got some pretty promising signals. Let's call it right there. Okay, it's in this handful of dirt. And it is a nail. Oh, look at that. That super strong silvery signal still in there. And that's what I'm here for. Gotta get so deep though. Oh, was it this? Oh gosh, that was it the whole time, huh? Yep, that would make a 30 signal. Sure would. If you don't believe me. The heck is that? It's like a... It's like a leaf on a big old pin, which I would almost think is some kind of brooch thing, but this pin is super wonky. Alright. So far the most interesting find of the day, I'd have to say. Very interesting. I can only guess. Oh, well, at least it's a different metal. What do we got? A Pepsi can. An old Pepsi can. Diet Pepsi. Who the heck? At least it's still got the pop tab on it, so I don't need to dig that later. I don't know about you, but I'm a little curious what that could be. '16, 17, 18 right here next to this tree. What is that? Look at that. If that just ain't a big old hunk of lead, I don't know. Looks like it was sheared off of something though, doesn't it? Cool. Looks like lead to me. A couple feet away we have another Signal sounds about the same. So I'm gonna dig it because that was more interesting than the junk I have been digging. Y'all can tell how much I don't like wearing gloves, huh? Probably. Ooh, there's a gunshot. Someone's shooting a possum. Most likely. I walked in the door yesterday when I got here and there was a Luger. A loaded Luger sitting on the table, and my uncle said, "Oh yeah, I had to shoot a possum. He was eating all the rat poison." Eating a whole bucket of rat poison. Not dying because he's a freaking possum. Okay, there may be more than one thing in here, because I got something out now. What is it? That's a nail. Alright. That's what the pinpointer found anyway. But that's not my signal. Yep. My signal's still down there. So let's dig that out a little more. Is that it? It's not as flat as the last thing I dug up that was that deep. Gosh, that's deep. What is it though? Ooh, I found the edge of it, I think. Let's see if I can pry it up. That's it. That is maybe something cool. This has been farmland for a very long time. And this could very well be something old. Could be off a newer car though, I don't know. Could be off a tractor. Alright. If anyone knows what this little... Oh man, that looks old. I'm thinking this is really old because of this seam that runs along here. See? Where these were attached to this? That reminds me of those rat tail soup spoons. You know? I think this is old. Might be off a cooking pot or something. Cool. Cool. Alright, this is my best find yet, whatever it is. So I just went to turn my camera off, and it beeped 3 times, which means that it was turning on, which means that it wasn't on when I dug my first horseshoe and had a great reaction about it. Man, I hate this. Can't believe I forgot to charge my good camera. Anyway, this is the hole. I had to chop through all these roots. I got this horseshoe. God, it was such a good dig. Alright, I'm gonna make triple check every time that the camera's on. horseshoe. Well, we got a 18, 17 right here. Hoping for something good. Can't believe I haven't found a single, even newer coin yet. It's in this clump. It's in this clump of dirt right here. And that's it. This looks like another piece of piece off that thing from before, although this one seems almost more like it was designed to be in this shape. But I don't know. It might not be even the same thing. Well, we got a signal right here that I like. Look at that, 30. It looks pretty shallow. Let's see if I can pick it out with the pinpointer. Yep. Right there. Alright. This one's in here somewhere. Oh, is that it? That's it. Alright. What do we got? Looks like another brass cap, maybe. In case anyone's wondering why I'm not sticking my arm through the sleeve there, it's because I just had this done the other night. But so it's still a little tender to be sticking a strap around it. Am I at the right angle? What is that? That's an interesting looking little edge to a coin right there. Oh, it's just a dime. It's just a dime. What was that? What's this? What the heck is that? Big old hunk off a tractor, I guess? Well, it sounded like a coin, but it's huge, so it is this guy. Whatever the heck that is. Well, my camera did die, so I'm gonna make this the last dig for now. I dug this big old hole, and as I plopped out my plop, this little guy rolled off of there. Not sure what it is. I thought it was a bell at first, but gosh, it's heavy. Oh, it's not so heavy without the dirt in it. But it's still pretty heavy. I kind of doubt it's a bell. So I'm gonna have to try and figure out what I've got here. We'll see if my uncle has any insight. That's pretty cool though. That's heavy. That could be a pewter bell, I guess. Do they make those out of that? Or a pewter candlestick. Oh, look at that. That could be like the base of a candlestick. I don't know. Probably it's a chunk off a tractor and it's not even old. Alright, here goes the wrap up for the first hunt at the farm. There was a whole bunch of this barn siding or whatever this is. Sounds really good. A couple pieces of foil, a couple of cans and a bottle cap. We had some random hardware. There's a dog clip and a pretty old bolt with a square nut on it. This was a piece of a engine or something like that, yeah. Machined aluminum probably. Some wire. We had a couple, I don't know if this is lead or what. We got some of these old staples. I've never found those before. Those are pretty cool. This is a piece of a copper pipe or tube or some sort. A couple of brass fittings. I'm pretty sure those are brass. And this thing was the first interesting thing. It's like a part of a you know, Christmas decoration or something, but an old one. And here's the cool stuff. Alright, first off, this guy. I've posted it on Reddit. I don't know what it is yet. If you know, feel free to comment. It's quite possible I might have a little bit more insight by the time I actually get around to editing this video, so I'll tack a little something onto the end of this. Otherwise, let me know what you think it is. I think it might be like a lid to something. They hooked on and you pick it up with the handle. Hard to say, though. And then my horseshoe. Tried to look up how to date horseshoes, and apparently it's really hard, so don't know. My uncle says there was horses here when he was a little kid, but that was back in the 50s. And this could be from then. It could be, I think it could be as old as the middle of the 1800s. Hard to say. If you know anything about horseshoes, let me know what you think about this guy. And then this guy, which I thought was a bell, and now I think might be a candlestick. I think it's brass. I'm really no expert on brass, but I think it might be. But I like this thing. I'm happy about this. I mean, I'm happy about the horseshoe too, and this thing. I'm happy about all three of these things. Alright, that's it for this video. There'll be another one from the same farm, maybe a couple, and we'll see you soon.